Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. Diddy's own child Christian C.S., whose arrangement cases might be in genuine peril. The explanation: Christian's asserted contribution in releasing specific film connected with Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex, which has just fanned the fire encompassing Diddy's progressing legitimate fights. This outrage, previously wavering on the edge of collapse, presently appears to have developed considerably more tangled, as Christian's activities have apparently hauled him into the focal point of a tempest that takes steps to destroy not simply his dad's inheritance, yet possibly his own future. Also, I have data that he was captured this evening at a Manhattan and lodging he is as of now being handled. I heard from his lawyer that they are as yet keeping up with his honesty. They expressed that in expectation of these charges, that Diddy migrated to New York. For those not up to speed, Cassie Ventura was once Diddy's on-off sweetheart for more than 10 years, yet ever since she approached with hazardous claims against the music magnate, blaming him for long stretches of physical and close-to-home abuse, the world has been observing intently. That was back in late 2023, and what followed was a tornado of claim settlements and upsetting disclosures that proceed to stand out as truly newsworthy. Cassie's claim, documented under New York's Grown-Up Survivors Act, was settled very quickly after it dropped, yet that didn't quiet the gab, assuming that anything had just enhanced the reports. And presently, with the new film, it is apparently attached to surface film straightforwardly to Christian communications. The adventure has taken one more dull turn. Listen to all. I comprehend that these young ladies are of mature age. However, this is simply appalling to me. It feels extremely savage to me. It feels very Gan. Arrangement's admonition to Christian isn't simply some icon remark. The bargain has been down and dirty. He worked for Diddy during the level of his distinction, and he's seen things that the vast majority wouldn't accept. He knows how profound the bunny opening goes, and his anxiety for Christian appears to be certified. Christian is playing a perilous game. Arrangement supposedly said in a late meeting. There are individuals out there who don't believe this recording should see the radiance of day, and on the off chance that he's the person who spilled it, then, at that point, he's made some strong foes coming from a man who is once Diddy's right hand regarding security arrangements. Words convey weight, assuming that is part of the prosecution. That is somebody like an extort. He was coercing individuals to be in the oddity offs. So that is government. That could be that is a government charge. He can't coercion individuals to say, yo, tune in here. You got it done once, and you're going to rehash it. That won't make it with the lead representative. No one except for what precisely is this film, and for what reason is it so unstable as per sources. The video in question shows an agitating fight among Diddy and Ventura back in 2016 also. In that Cassie, point by point in her claim, the recording was caught in the passage of a Los Angeles inn, and keeping in mind that it contains no sound, it paints an upsetting picture in the clasp. Cassie is seen strolling toward a lift when Diddy, wearing only a towel, pursues the lobby after her. What follows is an actual showdown that closes with Diddy tossing Cassie to the ground and kicking her prior to hauling her back toward their room. Combs is seen pushing, kicking, and hauling his. Then, at that point, sweetheart down the passage, and presently he's posted an expression of remorse. This recording, which had been covered for a really long time, re-emerged recently, and its discharge has just added fuel to the developing fire of claims against the when unapproachable music mule. A U.S. judge has decided that the rapper and maker Shay Diddy Combs will stand preliminary on government dealing and racketeering charges. In May, he'll be held in jail. Up to that point, Combs has argued not liable to charges that he utilized his business domain to move ladies and male laborers across state lines to take part in recorded exhibitions. If convicted, he could confront a lifelong incarceration. Present. Here's where things get significantly really fascinating. Rumors from far and wide suggest that Christian Combs may had an impact in releasing this film to the media. Whether he got it done purposefully or it was essential for a bigger plot stays muddled. However, the way that his name is in any event being referenced in association with this outrage is sufficient to set alerts ringing. All things considered, Christian has generally attempted to continue in his dad's strides in the music world. However, in the event that he's not cautious, this would be able to discolor his own rising star before even gets an opportunity to sparkle. Diddy will be sued furthermore, I say, on the grounds that nothing has been recorded at this point, by no less than 120 individuals in the following 30 days. So Diddy's legitimate inconveniences have been mounting for a really long time presently, and it seems like consistently bringing a new claim or charge, from racketeering to vicious showdowns. The charges against him are tremendous and changed. However, maybe none are more harming than the cases attached to Cassie. Furthermore, different ladies who have ventured forward Cassie's underlying claim while settled opened the conduits. From that point forward, more ladies have approached each with their own accounts of upsetting conduct. Some have claimed they were undermined, pressured, or abused by Diddy and his partners. As these claims proceed to progressively stack up, it's becoming hard for Diddy to keep up with the ironclad public picture he once had. As far as, is he going to turn individuals in? Is he going to collaborate? If the central government maintains that him should coordinate, and they are going to cut his time because right presently, he's looking at 15 to an existence with every one of the charges he need to. He will not get out till 70 years of age. He about 70, that is the point at which they begin discussing allowing him to come to a shelter. The stunning part is that probably the most condemning proof against Diddy appears to be coming from those nearest to him. Ganbargan, for instance, hasn't avoided expressing his genuine thoughts about his previous chief. I was there. I saw things that nobody else saw, like Bargan said in a new meeting. DA's realm was based on more than just music. There was continuously something more obscure hiding underneath the surface arrangement's words. Reverberation, the opinions of numerous who have worked intimately with the music big-shot individuals, who have since distanced themselves from the one who once dominated the hip-bounce world with an iron clench hand. It's an issue of that, yet when you peruse the prosecution, it's pretty clear who could be prosecuted as a co-backstabber right now. There are individuals in the prosecution who might be thought about anonymous co-schemers. However, obviously play had an impact in this trick, and I think ex-ominers have some enormous influence on them in light of the fact that they're trusting that they affirm against Diddy as indictment witnesses, and presently, with Christian possibly in it, arrangement's admonition to release harming film takes on another degree of earnestness. Christian, as far as it matters for him, has remained generally quiet about the charges twirling around his dad. However, quiet for this situation may not be sufficient to safeguard him. Truth be told, a few sources propose that Christian's contribution could have been inadvertent, and that he might have been maneuvered toward delivering the recording by individuals hoping to bring down his father. After all, Diddy has no deficiency of foes both inside and outside the music industry. What his group is attempting to do is get the public to accept that the public authority is spilling a portion of this negative data about him, like that Cassie video. However, the truth is, he has a great deal of foes. Yet we should make a stride back briefly to truly comprehend the gravity of the circumstance. We want to take a gander at the greater picture. Diddy is confronting a large number of charges, both crook and common, that could eclipse his whole heritage. His capture in September 2024 on charges of rearing, in addition to other things, was a defining moment. Government specialists spooked in striking his properties in Los Angeles. Furthermore, Miami uncovering a gold mine of implicating proof from reports to electronic gadgets. Specialists appear to have constructed a strong body of evidence against the music head honcho, and keeping in mind that Diddy has argued not blameworthy to all charges. The sheer volume of charges against him makes obviously this won't be a simple battle. Now to the most recent on the capture of Shay Diddy Combs. This one has such countless individuals talking, the shamed music magnate confronting government racketeering intrigue and sex-stealing charges. Both the arraignment and guard groups are set to examine the following period of activity following the prosecution as specialists work to decide potential co-backstabbers. Yet how precisely did one of the most dooming components of the case against it is the idea of the charges themselves. We're not talking about minor infractions here. These are significant accusations that could land him in a correctional facility for quite a while if sentenced. And what's more regrettable, it's not simply a couple of informers. There are over a dozen people who have approached each their own accounts of abuse. What's more, misuse. A portion of these charges date back many years, portraying a man who has been working in the shadows for a really long time, exceptionally critical, just from who we partner Diddy being, and all that we've seen him do over the many years. Like you said, this is a remarkable ruin to go from. We saw the manners back in spring that were struck by the Fed, so to go from living in those houses to being in the prison cell right now, I think it, truth be told, highlights the greatness of what he's confronting and the heaviness of the government. The equals between Diddy's circumstance and other prominent outrages in media outlets are difficult to disregard. Take Jeffrey Epstein, for instance. The two men were strong figures who utilized their impact to control those around them. The two men encircled themselves with an organization of empowering influences who helped them keep up with their public pictures while concealing their supposed bad behaviors. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.